it's Marcy here, and I prepared a special flow based on full moon. So we will be working with full moon energies, and we are going to be releasing, letting go. We are going to work with the inner thighs as well, as it's well known that we hold lots of unresolved issues, emotions in the inner thighs. So there is going to be lots of hip opening and also some moon salute. So stay tuned, and we will finish with nice and easy relaxation. So we will start seated cross-legged, taking your time, maybe rubbing the palms on your thighs a few times there and back. You can start to soften the shoulders, maybe closing your eyes. And then very gently placing one hand on your heart and one hand on your abdomen. And just taking a few breaths in and out, tuning yourself in, noticing how you feel, noticing how your body feels. And just soften as you breathe, softening your shoulders, softening any tension you might be holding in your body. Just think of releasing before you even start. And then take a moment to set the intention for your practice. So in the sense or in the mood of releasing and letting go, think of what it is you want to release. What do you want to let go? Set the intention. And with that intention in mind, we'll be practicing. Couple of long deep breaths in and out. And then when you're ready, you can very gently open your eyes, releasing the hands. You're going to start on the back. So laying yourself down and lengthening through the crown of your head. So bringing some length into the spine. So you can relax your lower back. We're going to bring the feet together. And we are going to go for reclined cobbler pose. So even if you've got lots of flexibility, we are going to start with this. And usually this pose needs quite a long of time to stretch, to lengthen, to release. We're starting with this heart pose at the beginning. So I just want you to relax the way you can relax into this position, letting your knees fall sideways, your feet are together, so you are on the edges of your outside edges of your feet, and then you can keep the arms alongside your body, palms facing up or maybe slightly away from your body, or you can go for a cactus position arms. If you've got enough space, you can even go for T-shaped arms, or you can slot the hands into each other and place them above the head. So anything you feel makes you feel nicely realigned and relaxed. And then you can gently close your eyes, and we are going to take a few breaths in and out. And you might feel this is like a concrete, nothing is moving. You can feel there is lots of tension. So I just want you to be breathing deeply, forgetting about everything, noticing your breath flowing in and out, and finding some sense of calm. Starting very slowly to release, to soften. If you want, you can maybe add gentle twisting through your head. So you can very gently be massaging the scalp, the back of your head. If you want to be static, you can be static. Another option is to place the hands on your tummy. So whichever version or position you like there. Keeping your eyes closed and breathing, we will take further maybe 3 or 4 breaths in and out. And the longer you stay in this pose, the more you can feel how your body is letting go. You can start to maybe sense and feel strange little pulls, or maybe even little cracks or tension release in your hips. You can literally, if you tune in, can feel those muscles lengthening. So taking time to notice how you feel, giving yourself time to settle into your body. And then when you're ready, very softly, gently, you can release. So supporting your knees with your hands and very gently bringing the knees back in. So it was quite intense pose to start with, just to maybe assess how tight we are in the inner thighs. And then we are gonna lift into a bridge pose few times. Keep the arms alongside your body. Your feet are pointing forwards, hip distance apart. And then we are gonna, on inhale, tuck the tailbone under and lifting into your bridge pose. Try to keep I'm looking towards the camera, but you try to keep the head in nice alignment with the spine looking up. And if you manage, you can go on your tippy toes. See if you can lift a bit higher. Think of lifting through the hips, but also through the chest. So the lift is there and holding. See if you can take a couple of long deep breaths in and out. Just nice and gentle, long deep breaths in and out. And then when you're ready, super slowly, gently, releasing vertebra by vertebra down, and then eventually tailbone goes down and the heels release down. We're gonna do the similar bridge lift with the knees apart. So bring the feet together. You are on the outside edges of your feet, like when we were for the cobbler pose reclined. Just tiny bit higher knees. You don't have to go as far open. And then we are gonna lift. So bring the shoulder blades slightly together, tucking the tailbone under and lifting through your hips. And we're just gonna stay here for a moment. Gently feeling the stretch in your inner thighs again as you're lifting through the hips, feeling into your inner thighs. You can have the palms on the floor and gently pressing the floor away as you're lifting. And see if you can stay for a couple of long deep breaths in and out. So you're starting really slow, but don't worry, we are gonna go into flows after. So take your time to really center. Take your time to become somewhat quieter. And then when you're ready, very gently, slowly release, releasing down, bringing the knees towards your chest and just very gently rolling side to side. Just nice and easy rolling side to side. And then when you're ready, we are gonna roll forwards and back. So we're gently rolling on our backs forwards and back, rock and rolling, massaging the muscles along the spine. So very easy, very gently, just generating the movements with a bit of momentum, feeling into your back. And then when you're ready, see if we can stay in our Navasana. I will give you options for Navasana. The easiest one would be keeping the hands and toes nearly touching, or you can be holding your knees, so you're just gently balancing. If you can lift the legs parallel to the ground, having the legs parallel to the ground, think of lifting through the crown of your head and having nice straight spine. If you feel you can handle it, you can bring the arms alongside your legs and staying here just for a moment. Holding and breathing. So you can bring the length into the spine. And then when you're ready, gently release. We're going to separate the knees, push the torso forward, so nice straight spine, and then exhale, knees together, rounding the back. Inhale back forward, pushing the torso forward, and then exhale, rounding the spine. One more time. Inhale, pushing the chest forward, in between your knees, and then exhale, rounding the back. And we are gonna go again. Lifting the legs, so they are parallel to the ground, arms alongside your body. You can start to feel you're creating some heat within. It shouldn't be too difficult. This is supposed to be releasing and soft and relaxing class. So if you feel it's a bit too much, you can even lower the tippy toes down and keep it easy that way. Otherwise, hold. And then one more breath in and out. When you're ready, gently release. We are gonna do one more time. Inhale, chest in between your knees. Exhale, rounding the back. Inhale, pushing the chest forward. Exhale, rounding the back. And one more time. Inhale, pushing the chest forward. Exhale, rounding the back. Last time. So lifting your legs so they're parallel to the ground. Arms are parallel to the ground. If you feel you can hold it this way, you can. If you want to add maybe some movement, little bit of tapping, you can. But as I said, only if this feels comfortable for you. I don't want you to strain yourself in the most difficult Navasana. So just nice and easy. If needed, drop the tippy toes down. One more long deep breath in and out. Long spine, nice straight back, and then gently release. Now we're gonna go for release into a star seat position, or maybe like wider cobbler pose. Now you have got heels quite wide apart from your groin, sliding the arms underneath, grabbing your feet, and see if you can bring the head closer towards your heels. So making yourself super comfortable and staying wrapped up there, very gently pulling down. You don't even have to generate so much strength and power to pull yourself closer. I kind of want you to relax into it, so really resting down. If you are really tight, you're gonna be higher up, and that is totally fine. Just find your comfortable, stretchy version of the cobbler pose and hold there and breathe there. A couple of long deep inhales and exhales should be fine. And when you're ready, very gently release. Now we are gonna go for a nice little twist before we go for the real cobbler pose. You can keep the heels on the ground. Feet are maybe a couple of inches apart, maybe 3-4 inches, or you can have them even hip distance. And then with the left hand, you're gonna hug the right knee and extend for nice and easy little twist. And we're gonna stay here for a couple of breaths. So looking to the back and feeling nice stretch. I don't want you to really lean down. I want you to stay nicely uplifted and elevated. Staying there and breathing. Think of releasing. Think of letting go. And then when you're ready, very gently, releasing back to the center. Now hugging the left knee in with the right hand and nice and easy twist to the back. So it should be gentle and it should be quite pleasant stretch. Couple of long deep inhales and exhales. And then when you're ready, gently release. Now bring the feet quite close to the groin for the real cobbler pose. We're gently gonna rock side to side. So very gently rocking from one sitting bone to another sitting bone. Think of massaging your glutes. And then we are gonna push down for count of 5. So pressing down to the point when you can feel it feels quite comfortable, but you feeling maybe a little pull, so you can improve your flexibility. Holding on 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gently release. Let's do another one. So pressing down, you can even try to open your soles up like a book. Try to keep the length in the spine and hold on 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. And then very last time, pressing down through the knees. Maybe we are even closer now to the ground. And hold on 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And let go. Now we are going to go into a wide angle. You don't have to go for your maximum stretch. So again, just a little bit so you can feel something is happening in your inner thighs. Interlacing the fingertips, index fingers forward, and we are gonna be working on steering the pot. Flexing your feet, starting on the left. Inhale as you go forward, and then exhale as you go back. And second time, inhale forward, exhale back. We'll do 3 more. Inhale really forward, exhale really back. Inhale forward, exhale back. Last time. Inhale forward, exhale back. And now we are gonna start on the left and we are gonna take it to the right. So inhale forward, exhale as far back as you can. Inhale forward, exhale back, noticing all the sensation in the body. Inhale forward, exhale back, inhale forward, exhale back. Last time. Inhale forward, exhale back, and then when you're ready, release. So as I said, it depends on how far you want to bring the legs. If you want to go for a really wide angle now, you can, or keeping it slightly more narrow. We are gonna fold forward. So if you want, you can be extending forward on your forearms or reaching forward through the fingertips. If you want to hold your legs, you can hold your legs. And I just want you to relax. If you want to relax even your toes and your feet, you can. And if you are really tight, you might be a bit higher up. So just think of relaxing your shoulders. If you are super bendy, you will be able to go a bit lower down. But I want you to be relaxed in your stretch. So don't push it too far. Stay wherever you can feel nice little stretch. We are going to stay here for a few breaths in and out. So think of, again, releasing and letting go. So releasing and letting go. You're just repeating those words in your mind, keeping your eyes closed, breathing deeply and enjoying your gentle, super easy stretch. Think of release, let go, and breathing. Finding some sense of calm, quietness within. And then when you're ready, one more breath. Gently lifting up. And see, we can bring the legs together. So nice and easy. You need to give yourself a little shake, respecting your body. So returning from the stretchier pose is really slow. And then when we're ready, we are gonna go onto our feet. So now we are gonna start with Moon Salutation. I took a moment there listening to the rain above me. So I've got Velux windows. Let's go into standing. We're gonna start standing. You're gonna mirror me or I'm gonna mirror you. So standing on the right side. Inhale, reaching the arms up, palms together, and we are gonna take it to the left side. Staying here and grounding through that right foot. So really push it into the floor as you're taking it to the side. Holding here and breathing. We're gonna take first Moon Salutation quite slow. And then when you're ready, step to the left and we are gonna step into our goddess pose. So staying nice and strong in your goddess. Feeling nice little stretch. Again, we're working inner thighs, tucking the tailbone under, pushing the knees away. Holding here for a moment. Feeling strong and relax within. And inhale, we have got 5-pointed star. Just staying here and breathing. Palms are faced forward. Now your right foot goes pointing ahead and your right and your left goes towards the front of your mat. From here, on exhale, we are going to shift into a triangle. So staying holding your triangle, whichever triangle version you like the most, hand on the ground, top of your hand, touching the shin or hooking on to your toes. And when you're ready, exhale, release. So now we're releasing into pyramid pose and I want you to turn your back foot slightly more forward. If you really struggle with the flexibility, you can have your knees slightly bent and think if you can let go of tension in your shoulders and in your back. at the back of your leg. Holding here and breathing. Again, if you want, you can go a bit deeper into the stretch, dropping the head completely down. Breathing deeply. And then when you're ready, we are gonna shuffle your back foot slightly more back and dropping your right knee down. Inhale, lifting into a lunge. And feeling into the hip. So noticing the breath flowing and yourself flowing through the poses. And then exhale, gently release. Releasing down. We are going to shuffle on that left foot. So we are squatting on the left side and your right toes are pointing up. And then you can go, perhaps if that feels okay, you can go even deeper. So you can extend forward and drop the head down. Again, we are really feeling into the inner thigh. So we're releasing here. And you can think of the words again, release and letting go. Nice long deep breathing. Maybe dropping the head down. And then when ready, gather yourself back, lifting to the center, hands on the ground and toes, heels. You can start to bend the knees into a Malasana position. Pushing the knees away and pressing the palms together. Maybe even gently wiggling. So again, hip opening here. If it's too intense, you can stay a bit higher up if you're struggling with the Malasana. And when we're ready, we are gonna step the right foot to the right and we are gonna squat on the right side and lift the left toes up. Again, maybe reaching further forward so you can get extra stretch here. If you are super tight and you are happy to stay higher, totally fine. Nice long deep breathing. Feeling into that stretch. And relaxing and softening and letting go. And then when ready, we are gonna shuffle and turn into our lunge. So left knee goes down, right foot forward, inhale, open, in your lunge. It's optional whether you want to have your toes at the back tucked or flattened. One more long deep breath in and out and exhale. Hands on the floor, tuck your toes under now and lifting into your pyramid pose. If you need to slightly shorten the stance, you can. And again, staying there, aligning. If you struggle with the tightness, feel free to gently bend the knee. If you can keep both legs straight, that's good. If you want to drop the head down completely and release, you can. And then when ready, we are gonna open into a triangle. So slightly shuffle the left foot back again so it points ahead. And reaching in your triangle. Beautiful. One more long deep breath in and out. And then where we got back, 5-pointed star. Taking a moment here to settle, taking a few breaths in and out. Exhale, goddess pose, feet slightly outwards. Long deep breathing. And there we go, stepping to the left, reaching the arms up and taking it to the right now. Hold and breathe. If it's too much, just lift slightly higher. You can hold wherever you are. Hold. Now we are gonna ground through that left foot, so really pushing that left foot into the floor. And inhale. You're gonna take it again. Step into your goddess pose. Holding here, feet slightly outwards. 90 degrees in your elbows. Inhale, 5-pointed star. Beautiful. Long deep breaths. And turning your left foot ahead, right foot to the top of your mat. And with exhale, we're gonna go into the triangle again. So we're going on the other side. As the moon moves through the sky, changes the shapes, so we are moving on our mat there and back, going through the various poses. Exhale into our pyramid. So you can turn your back foot slightly more forward. Again, struggle, bend the knee or keep the leg straight. Align with the leg if you manage. Give yourself a few breaths in and out. So this is really mindful practice, quite slow practice as you flow. And then when ready, see if you can drop your left knee down. You can flatten or keep the toes tucked under. Inhale into your lunge position. So feeling nice stretch at the top of your left hip. Breathing deeply. Finding calm, release. And then exhale. You're gonna turn it into Skandasana. So tuck your back toes under, and then we are gonna shift onto our right foot and left toes go up. And you can extend forward if it feels good. If not, staying where you are, supporting yourself. Long deep breathing. One more breath. And then again, getting yourself into the center. Hands on the ground. You can bend the knees. Toes, heels, into a Malasana again. Taking a moment here. Gently wiggling the knees if you want. Straight spine. Lengthening through the crown of your head. One more long deep breath in and out. You can close your eyes, make the practice more meditative. And then hands on the ground, we are going to step the left foot sideways into our Skandasana, turning your right toes up. So again, any version of this, if you want, you can go slightly more forward to feel the stretch, to really extend. But as I said before, aiming for easy practice, for more relaxing rather than achieving, because we want to let go. And we want to let go of overachieving syndrome as well. So just think nice and easy, soft and relaxing. When ready, you can shift into your lunge. So we have got left foot forward, right foot back, and lifting into the lunge. So staying in the lunge for a moment, holding and breathing. And then when you're ready, releasing the hands down, tug your back toes under, and we are going to lift back again into our pyramid. So if you need to shorten the stance, bring the feet slightly closer. Back foot is pointing forwards. If you struggle with the hamstrings, bend the front knee and aligning or hanging down, releasing, softening. Any way you can soften. And maybe thinking about those words again, letting go, release. And then when you're ready, bringing your right toes slightly facing ahead and lifting your right arm. So we have got triangle again. Holding the triangle pose any way you like to hold triangle. There's many versions approved by various yoga schools. And then inhale, feet back forward, 5-pointed star. Hold and breathe. You can feel how is everything settling down in your body, in your system. And then exhale, sinking down back into our goddess pose. Your toes pointing outwards, the elbows creating 90 degrees. Breathing deeply. And then when you're ready, we are gonna step to the right. Inhale, reaching up. You will do one more. Exhale, taking it to the left. So nice little curve there, creating nice shape. And then exhale, stepping back into our goddess pose. Holding here and breathing. So you can almost feel it now through the breath. All the movement is becoming almost automatic. Inhale, 5-pointed star. Breathing deeply. And then as we go into exhale, your right foot goes forward, left goes to the top of the mat, exhaling into a triangle. Holding there and breathing. Inhale and then exhale into your pyramid. So shuffle your back foot. It's facing slightly more forward. Again, front knee bend if needed. Drop down and relax. Release. Let go. And then when ready, getting yourself into lunge. So dropping your back knee down. Inhale, lift and open. And think about the release, letting go. Exhale, and now shifting on your left foot into the squat. Right toes go up. It can be either on your toes, or you can go fully down onto your foot. It depends on your flexibility. Staying where you are or extend. Taking a long deep breath in and out, finding the calm and peace through your practice. And then when ready, shifting yourself back to the center. Toes, heels, you can start to bend the knees into Malasana. Align, lengthen through the spine, feeling nice and tall. Stretching the hips, releasing continuously. And then when ready, we are gonna step to the right. So the right foot goes there and twisting. The left toes up. Again, you can stay on the toes or you can flatten down, extend forward. Any Skandasana type you practice. Relax and release. And then when ready, shifting into our lunge. So right foot forward, drop the left knee down, inhale, lift and open in your lunge position. You can sense and feel the flow, the shapes changing continuously, supporting your release and letting go. Exhale, hands to the floor, tug your back toes under and lifting into your pyramid again. So maybe your hamstrings are getting a bit better. Don't forget your back foot is pointing slightly more forward if you need to shorten the stance. And release. Let go, drop the head down. Nice long deep breathing. And then when ready, inhale, open into your triangle. So pushing through those hips, squaring the hips. Hold and breathe. So squaring the hips sideways, not frontwise. And then when you're ready, inhale, back into our star, 5-pointed. Breathing, toes forward. Exhale, goddess, toes out. Bend the elbows. Nearly there, so we're returning now to the left side, reaching the arms up and taking it to the right. So bowing to the side, to the right, and then gently release. Beautiful. Keeping the feet now hip distance apart, facing forward. So when you are on the mat, you are facing forward. Inhale, reaching the arms up and over to stretch, and then bend the knees. Exhale, fold. Drop the head down, relax, release. Inhale, bend knees, reach up, open the chest, straight legs. Exhale, release back in between your thighs. Drop the head down very last time. Inhale, reaching up and over, stretching the chest. And big exhale, folding down, drop the head down. Separating the feet even wider, and then grabbing your upper arms or elbows and just drag those side to side. And bouncing here. Keep free to bend the knees, because when we are really tight, we're going to be really here, up here, not able to really release and relax from the hip crease. So bend the knees and then drop down. You can be dropping down, up and down, or side to side. And the longer you stay, the more you will feel the release in your spine and in between your vertebrae. So staying here and breathing, feeling the release in your back, in your spine. Whether you want to move or if you want to stay more still or bounce up and down, it's up to you. Just stay hanging down and think of releasing, letting go, maybe even moving the head, saying yes. So up and down, forward and back, and then completely release down. We can go now into our tabletop position. So staying on our knees, separating the knees sideways as you're sitting on your heels, and then reaching the arms forward. So reaching forward, maybe dropping the forehead down, maybe the chin down. See if you can move your knees even further. This is amazing stretch for the inner thighs, and that's what we're still aiming for the release. Staying here and breathe. And then when ready, you can bring the arms into a T-shaped position. Think of yourself hugging the earth and then leaning on your right face or temple, right cheek, extending the left arm to the side, gazing to the left. Staying there. Notice how you're sinking deeper, stretching the inner thighs even more. And then swap the sides. So if you've got enough space, extending into the T shape, your other arm and gazing towards the right, leaning or laying on your left temple, left cheek, feeling nice release in your inner thighs. And then when you're ready, bring the hands under the shoulders and very gently lifting yourself up. See if you can bring the knees very gently together. It depends how far you went. So take your time to bring the knees back in together. And we have got last couple of poses to do. So I want you to roll on your back and we are going to go for a happy baby pose. Sounds good, right? Laying down and grab your soles from the inside. If this is too intense for you, you can grab under the knees or hold the calves, anywhere you can reach. We're gonna stay here for a few breaths. So as you're rolling side to side, feeling the release and feeling the stretch in your thighs. So whether moving helps you or not, you can maybe also move your head side to side. This is great release for your spine, cervical spine, and for your shoulders. So just find what works and staying there, closing your eyes ideally so you can really let go. Noticing your breath flowing in and out, and think of whatever it was you wanted to release and let go, the intention you set at the beginning of the practice. Feel the heaviness of your knees sinking down so you can feel even more stretch in your thighs. Holding there and breathing. And then when you're ready, very gently release, bringing the knees together hugging your knees, head is on the ground, and just very gently roll side to side. So think you are massaging your lower back very, very gently. Think of yourself being relaxed, released. And then inversion. I suggest making the inversion really easy. You can go for a headstand. I'm not gonna oppose to that. Or you can go for a shoulder stand. But I suggest for the release, for the full moon practice, you just place the legs up the wall, and we are gonna take few breaths in and out there. So shuffle yourself as I'm shuffling here. Your feet on the wall. It doesn't matter if your hips are not completely to the wall, as long as it is comfortable, as long as your legs are elevated. You can wave through the toes, you can spread the toes, you can move your feet around, and then either arms sideways, so you have got T-shape arms, or you have got their cactus arms, or you can place the hands onto your tummy and just breathing into your tummy, softening the shoulders, or you can bring the hand into the hand, so overlapping your thumbs, and bring the arms above the head, so you create this little tiny triangle, and this really releases your shoulders and upper back. And we're just gonna stay here, so closing your eyes, you can point or you can flex your toes, or you can move them around or keep them completely relaxed. And you're just gonna stay here, so closing your eyes, and take at least 5 long deep breaths in and out. If you don't want to be with your feet on the wall and you've got flexibility, you can be with your feet off the wall and use a bit of muscles to hold your legs up. And keep breathing, keep releasing, keep letting go. If you want to make few circles with your ankles one way or the other way, you can. And just think of really feeling relaxed. Your back is completely realigned with the floor. Your shoulders are relaxed. And whatever position you took there is feeling amazing for your shoulders, for your upper back, for your neck. Few long deep breaths in and out, thinking of releasing, letting go, finding your happy space. And then when you're ready, very gently, you can start to release down from whatever inversion you were having there. Just give yourself a little hug. You can roll again side to side. And then when you're ready, you can start to get yourself into Shavasana position. So I'm rolling around again without moving too much. It's interesting how much you can move without actually moving if you want to be shuffling on the floor. One more thing. Legs and arms up. So whatever up means for you. And then just shake. Shake, 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 like all the muscles, all the bodily tissues on you, shake, shake, shake. So shaking as much as you can. And a few more times. Think of releasing, closing your eyes. Think of releasing all the tension, all the stresses, and maybe anything energetic. Then slowing down and feeling little buzzing and sensation in your toes, in your feet. Give yourself last hug. So hugging yourself nicely, overlapping your forearms above your shins. Bring the nose into your knees. Holding here and breathing here. And then release. Completely releasing and letting go. We have got few moments for Shavasana, for relaxation. If you have got lower back issues, you can place the feet outwards on the mat and the knees together. Or you can go back into your cobbler pose reclined if that feels as relaxing to you. Or you can go for traditional Shavasana, or you can even lift the legs back up the wall if you feel like it. So Shavasana, letting your feet fall sideways, arms away from your body, your palms facing up. And then think of lengthening through the crown of your head. So the chin doesn't completely disappear. And we are not creating triple chins, but we're just creating some length in the spines. Think of bringing the chin in ever so slightly gently. And then maybe if you want to, just shuffle through the shoulders and just stay in your comfortable Shavasana. If you want to go for starfish, feels even more relaxing. If you really want to let go, you can go wider with the arms and feet. So find yourself comfortable in that Shavasana. I'm gonna sit up and then I'm gonna guide you through little releasing, letting go, full moon meditation, relaxation. So take a very long deep breath in to start with. And as you exhale, think of releasing, letting go, allowing yourself to rest on the mat. And then take a moment to connect with your thoughts and just notice what is happening in your mind, what is on your mind. Acknowledge all your thoughts and then just decide to let everything be. The thoughts will be coming and going. And just be aware that you are not your thoughts. You are the consciousness behind this all. And then take a moment to notice your breath flowing through. Noticing the sensation, maybe zooming into the breath even more. Notice the fresh air passing through your nostrils. Notice the sensation, the temperature of the air. Maybe notice the smell in the room. And then notice the sound of your body breathing. And just stay there for a moment. Observe the sound your body is making as it's sustaining itself. Breathing, inhaling and exhaling. And then take a moment to zoom into your physical body. We're just gonna scan through each and every body part and see if we can bring more relaxation, release, and letting go in. Bring the awareness into your feet and just notice the heaviness of your heels sinking down. Soften your soles, your toes, and relax your heels. Then bring the awareness into your shins, into your calves, into your knees, and into your thighs. And consciously release all the tension you have been holding in your legs. Soften and relax. And then bring the awareness into your hips, into your pelvis, into your glutes. And think of releasing all the tension you have been holding there. Soften and relax. And then gently bring the awareness into your back and into your spine and consciously release all the tension you have been holding in your back and in your spine. Soften and relax. And then very gently bring the awareness into your chest, into your abdomen, and consciously release all the tension you have been holding in your torso. Soften and relax. Let go. And then gently bring the awareness into your hands, into your palms, into your forearms, elbows, upper arms. And consciously release all the tension you have been holding there. Soften and relax, release. And then gently bring the awareness into your upper back, into your shoulders and into your collarbones. And allow yourself to fully let go, to relax, releasing all the tension you have been holding there. All the worries, stresses, heaviness of the world, everything you carry on your shoulders, think of releasing it, letting it go, getting rid of it. And then very gently, bring the awareness into your head and feel the heaviness of your head sinking down. Head full of thoughts most of the time. Soften your neck, your scalp, your hairline, and then consciously release all the tension you have been holding in your facial muscles, in your head, in your mind, in your brain. Think of releasing it all. Consciously softening your forehead, your eyebrows, softening your eyelids and all the muscles around your eyes, softening your cheeks, your lips, unclenching your teeth, relaxing your tongue, softening your jaw and your chin, completely releasing all the tension you have been holding there. All the overthinking, negative thinking, anxiety, maybe depressive thoughts, everything is dissolved. Everything is released. You can sense and feel the relaxation taking over, feeling the softness spreading throughout your body. Allowing your body to rest, relax, reset. And then, using the power of the full moon, think of what you need to release and let go. We'll give you some ideas. So think of releasing all pain and suffering, whether it's been mental, emotional, physical. Think of letting it go. Then think of releasing all doubts and fears. Whatever it is you have been doubtful about, think of letting it go. Release it. Then think of releasing all the negativity within your body, your system, your mind. Let it go. Think of releasing attachment to outcomes. Let it go. Then think of releasing all the habits which no longer serve you. Think of letting them go. And think of releasing and letting go of all the behavioral patterns which no longer serve you. Think of letting them go. Maybe all the daily routines which are not supporting your soul's growth or your well-being. Think of letting them go. Making steps in the next few days to release what needs to be released. And then taking a very long deep breath in, so slowly reconnecting with your still body, bringing yourself back in, being aware of the room, being aware of your clothing, of the hard floor underneath your back. And then very gently, you can start to bring the awareness into your toes and fingers, wiggling your toes and fingers, and then on inhale, reach the arms overhead and fully stretch, bringing yourself fully into the present moment, fully absorbing the presence back. And then when ready, gently releasing the arms, give yourself a moment to turn onto your right side. Just stay there. learning to pause, not rush anything, learning to slow down, truly in the sense of letting go and releasing. And then when ready, you can slowly start to climb yourself back up into a seated position. And we are gonna create extra healing power energy between our palms, so rubbing the palms together. I like this practice. I like to finish practice with this. So when you start to feel the heat, you know the energy is there. So even if you don't believe in energies, you can sense the burn. And then think of applying this wherever you need it most. There, the healing will happen. So either on your head, if you have been mentally overloaded, or your heart, if you have been recently emotionally overloaded, if you've got any injuries, maybe shoulders, maybe knee, maybe some internal organs. Place the hands there and just staying there for a moment. Breathing deeply and setting the intention for deeper healing. Then pressing the palms together, inhale, reach up and think of connecting with the universe, with the full moon power, with anything out there which can bring you more balance, happiness, positivity. And then connecting with your third eye to bring more wisdom, and connecting with your heart to bring more love. And namaste. Thank you for joining me. Hope you released everything you needed to release, and your next few days will be going as smoothly as you can even think of.